Hello, good people, wherever you are on this delightful planet. I hope you are having a wonderful day, evening, night, wherever you are. Once more, welcome to my series on covering here in the United States, the Federal Aviation Administration, or the FAA, Part 107, Drone Test. I'm just going to do 2 simple items per episode. I don't want to overload no one. And I know most humans don't have no long attention span, so I'm not going to be overblown with my time. I guess from what I've seen so far, each of my videos is under 15 minutes, so I hope that's not too much time. Alright, so I'm just going to get right into it and make my further announcements at the end of this lesson. Like I said, now on the FAA test, it's 60 test questions. Each question has 3 multiple choice, so that's like a 33% chance on each to get it correct. You have 30% chance. That's better than most tests when they have 4 questions. You got 25% chance. So the FAA test is basically a common sense test. Even if you never studied the test, if you just use common sense, you can get the base score of a 70 and pass. But if you study like I did, your score is going to be a lot higher than 70. My score was a lot higher than 70. It wasn't no excellent score, but it wasn't in that 70. It was higher than that 70 range. So let's jump right into it. Let me get my little items ready. Let's see if I can start writing. My little mark over here. Let's see if I can write. Yes, I can write. I'll make my pen size smaller so it looks more acceptable. Alright, so like I said, most of it's common sense. You take your time. You never study. You still can make a 70. Under what conditions would a small unmanned aircraft not, it's the word not, be not registered before it is operated in the United States. See, like I said, I'm in America, United States, so I'm going to read it again. Under what conditions would a small unmanned aircraft not have to be registered before it is operated in the United States? Here's our sample question. I said common sense. When the aircraft weighs less than 5,500 pounds on takeoff, that's a good one, including everything that is on board or attached. So that's a likely one. When an aircraft has a takeoff weight that is more than 0.55 pounds. So that's not good. I know that's wrong because it said more than basically half a pound. I can have it 5 pounds, 6 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds. So I know that's not right. I know that's not it. And the last one, all, and this may mess you up right here. All, because it got all small, and it said all small unmanned aircraft need to be registered regardless of the weight of the aircraft before or during after the flight. That's a little go-to because it said all small. You know, most times in life, small things don't have to register. So I know that's a no-go. So the answer is right here. This is the correct answer. After I circle, I'll go over it. When the aircraft weighs less than half a pound or 250 grams. That's what you're going to hear about the most, the gram part. You rarely hear about 0.55. You hear sometimes, but you really going to most of the part here is less than 250 grams on takeoff, including everything that's on board. So it has to be less than 250 grams. It can't have no light, no strobe lights on it, no remote ID on it. If it has strobe lights or remote ID, usually it's going to be over that 250 grams or over that 0.5500 weight, and then you have to register. So remember this, people. I'm just going to say this. If your weight is usually greater than, I better put the sign right here. Here's your weight. X is your weight. And if your weight is greater than or equal to that, usually you have to register your drone. And I have to say usually because I'm not sure if it's exactly 250 grams. But I'm sure you still got to register. So if it's greater than or equal to 250 grams, you have to register that drone. And according to this, if your X It can't be just less than. It can't be equal. If it's less than 250 grams, you can fly free. No register. You don't have to register. And here in the United States, if you do have to register, I'm just going to let you know now. Here's a little tidbit. It's called FAA Drone Zone. That's where you have to go to register. Cause I registered one of mine because I had a mini drone, less than 250, but I put strobe lights on there. Then I had the remote ID, so it went over that weight. So I went to FAA Drone Zone. To register your drone. That's where you go if you need to know. That's a little bit extra tidbit. Now, that's not... Drone Zone is not going to be on that FAA test. They don't care about all that. It does care about the weight. I just add Drone Zone in there for an extra bit for the people who are already flying it. If you pass the FAA test like I did. Alright, so that's it for that question. Let's go down to the next question. If we can. Hopefully, easily I can. I hope it's easy. Alright, so we're on the next one. Like I said, common sense. Which technique should a remote pilot use to scan for traffic? Common sense. I'm looking at, here's me right here. Here's my stick figure. And I'm looking for traffic. I'm looking all around. So imagine that. You're looking all around. You're looking all around. I'm scanning. So let's go over this. The first one says systematically focus on different segments of the sky for short intervals. That's a good one. Next, concentrate on the relative movement detected in the peripheral vision. Okay, peripheral vision, that means my side vision. I know that's not it. I'm looking from the side of my eye. It's hard. Peripheral vision is not our common vision. We usually have to look straight forward. I'm not looking from on the side, so I know that's not it. No peripheral vision. That's side. Continuously scan the sky from right to left. But it didn't say up. It didn't say above you either, so that's a tricky one too. But that's a tricky one. Because this is right from left. Here's my right. Here's my left. Even if I look diagonal. Here's my left. Here's my right. But I didn't look up. So, continuously scan the sky from right to left. So I didn't look up. So, that's not it. But this is a tricky one right here. That's a tricky one. Because it's saying from right to left, but it didn't say look up and down. The right one is systematically. That means systematically I'm looking all around me from time to time. I'm just looking. Oh, wait, let me change the color. I'm going to change the color. Systematically, I'm looking all around me from time to time. I'm looking around. That's systematically. I'm just scanning around all directions. So systematically focus on different, you see? Different segments. See up here, my little figure. You're looking at the different segments of the sky. I'm looking south now. And when I look up, I'm basically, as far as I'm concerned, as far as a human, I'm looking up north. I'm looking upwards, north. And then when I look to my right, I'm basically looking east. So I'm systematically looking in all those directions. So systematically focus on different segments of the sky for short intervals. And like I said, I'm looking here, then I scan here, and change a different color. I change it to green now. I'm systematically looking. I'm scanning here, here, systematically. Going around, just looking. So the right answer is systematically focus on different segments of the sky for short intervals. And that's it, my good people. So thank you for stopping by, my good people. Now, I'll add more to help me pass my test. I made, I got information off the internet from different sources. I made 4 sample tests, 4, with Google Forms. And the thing I like about my Google Form test, when I set it up, is random. So if I go back to my first test 2 or 3 times, it's always random. It's not going to be the exact order. It's not like robotic. It's random. My sample test helped me pass. It's 4 of them. If you want them, email me and I can send you those 4 sample tests. And if you want to put a little love gift in there, whatever you want to give, like in church, I'm always open. Thank you for stopping by, good family. Till the next time, to the next episode, peace.